Right, so this is part 2 of my Windows saga in my 300 TDI. Recently, after I thought I'd fixed the Windows, everything went dead and I've ended up putting a new ECU and a new electronic box that controls the Windows in to make it start again, which is okay. But now I'm left with my window problem, that the window doesn't wind, my driver's window doesn't wind down again, and I've got no central lock-in. So I think there must be another ECU somewhere to do with the wiring for the Windows, so I can't be asked to find that for a minute. So what I'm doing, I'm using the Land Rover switch, and I'm just going to run a new set of wires to the motor. I'll explain that in a minute, because the motor only has 2 wires. So power into earth to put it up, and then the other side is power into earth to put it down. Simple. The worst bit is to work out how to wire the switch, which I'll show you in a minute. So I'm now going to run some more wires down through to the door, temporary, so that I can get the windows going, or this window going anyway. Right, I finally figured out how to wire the switch up, as you can see. I'll put a description down below and a picture so you can see it. So that actually works the Windows now, which is the genuine Land Rover one. I've put a fuse in the main feed there, which is down in behind there. I'll run the wires along there. One goes to earth, or there's an earth wire which is earthed under there, and this wire is the one that goes into the window motor. Just 2 wires, okay, and I've left enough cable there to make a loop so I can put it in behind the door panel and the door will still open. Later on, maybe if I get time, I might feed it through, but then if it's only a temporary job, I shan't bother. So let's see if it works. Ignition on. Switch. Which way is it? Look at that. Do you need anything else? You're just going to make sure you get the right thing. Right, and I've put a 20 amp fuse in it, which is probably... Have I got 20 amp? Yeah, I have. I might change that for a 15 amp in a minute. Alright. Oh, and don't forget, you won't have any automatic stop, either when it gets to the top or when it gets to the bottom, so you've got to use your own little brain to work out when to stop the window. Otherwise something's going to break, and then you'll be even more pissed off. Well, this is the wiring diagram for those that can understand it. I will put a picture at the end. But unfortunately on mine, none of the wires matched up. But as you can see, the front switches, windows, have worked from the ECU, which is the big long square box there. So if the front ones don't work, you've got an ECU problem, I would think. A bit strange, because all mine are working other than the driver's door, but we can work that out later. Alright, so this is how you wire up your original Land Rover switch. So number 4 is your power, with a fuse, please. 3 and 5 are linked together and then earth. And then 1 goes to one side of the motor, 2 goes to the other side of the motor. And that is basically how it works. When the power goes down number 1 to the motor, it comes back and goes to earth. And the same with 2. Alright, but make sure you get them on the right way, otherwise they won't work. I'll put a picture of this on as well, just to help you out. So like I said, I had a problem after I fixed the windows, don't quite know why, that I ended up having to put a new ECU, or another ECU, and another, whatever that green thing is there that controls the windows. These two parts are actually matched together, so can't be put in separately, but which I had done when I got them, and I've had the immobilizer taken out of that one as well, because I think that was what the problem with the original one is. It put the immobilizer on and I couldn't get rid of it. So in the first video I did, when I unplugged and plugged that in again, the windows started working. But as you can see from the drawings, that unit doesn't control the front windows. So I might have sort of led you up the garden path there a little bit. But looking at this drawing, it does say there, number 4, coming through the fuse. Where are we? Can't see it now. Oh, yes. S6 is that? S6 is a combination switch. Now I'm wondering whether that is in there somewhere. Unfortunately I'm not a wiring expert, so I don't know.